Let's go. We're back. We're back. And this is as much underdog stuff as possible. All right. We got a shirt on. We got a hat on. You want to know why? Because yesterday was some World Pup action, boys and girls. Some World Pup action. All right. And we're going to start with that. You probably think we're starting with Lou Dort. You probably think we're starting with LeBron James, which we are. We are going to talk about that in just a moment. But first and foremost, let's go over here. Wait, this isn't. We want it like this. No, let's actually. Sorry, guys. This is all really bad. Let's go look at some underdog stuff just for one moment. Why don't we, huh? Let's go to the results page and let's go to the FIFA page. We got to zoom in. We finished second place, baby. Second place, just so freaking close. 15K. 15,000 buckaroos. Shout out Ferran Torres, Nico Williams. We got Enzo Fernandez. We're not shouting him out. Pau, Kubarasi, Pedro Porro, and then Martinez, baby. Second place. I got to tell you, I had the luxury, the joy of attending an underdog hang yesterday in New York City in Wall Street, and went to a lovely bar, Blue Haven South. All right, we're in Blue Haven South. And it is loud, okay? It was loud in there. The vibes were electric. I had 47 light beers and some chicken tenders, all right? And then we get to extra time, and we get that first goal, and we shoot up to second place. We are just 1 point behind first place, and we're clean. We just need a Torres point, all right? Because otherwise we had the same lineups. What happens? A shot on goal would have been fine. That would have got the job done. An assist, a goal. Torres gets close, puts the ball in the back of the net. I get mobbed, all right, because people knew the sweat was happening. I'm getting hugged. Everybody thinks we just shoot into first place. And then you look up at the TV screen and a flag goes up. That's right. A flag went up. Torres was offside. So we were close. We'll take second place, though, baby. We'll take second place. Hell of a sweat. I do need to shout out our boy, John Boy Beats here. John Boy Jackson. He developed some sick ranks. That helped out. A lot of fun. Really fun sweat. Really excited. Took most of the money off, saved some bankroll for the footy streets. And I saw somebody in the chat. Was it Rabona? No, they need to make more footy best ball. Listen, I saw Numi, our friend Numi, who works for Underdog. He said on Twitter, should we what tweaks would you like to see? Should we bring this up for the Premier League? So we might get a Premier League best ball sweat. That would be exciting. Had a lot of fun, though. Really fun getting into the best ball streets. You can tell that hat was a little too high. Who do we have in the chat? Let me get caught up on the chat here. Common Man letting us know we get some big NBA birthdays. Steven Adams, Ben Simmons, Goga, former Celtics greats, Ray Allen and Dwight Powell. Borland in the chat. Mention Rabona. We got Veronica in the chat. Let's go. Veronica's back because we know Miami's in the conversation. We got Tyler Grasso in here. Love to see it. Who else? Botavine. We got DJ Local. Let's go. All right. So a couple of things that we're going to get to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump in a double dribble draft. I think we're going to do that as well. And I'm going to get a beer here in a little bit, I think, too. We're going to celebrate. I'm hoping that LeBron is going to tell us momentarily where he's going. The betting market's got a little funky today. All right. The Kalshi bros, the Poly Market bros. Sounds like the sharp money is going over to Miami. I think that was the least likely, to be honest, but it seems like Miami might be the betting favorite. My lineups are set. So I kind of was just leaning that it would be Cleveland. Then on Philadelphia, the Philadelphia 76ers, LeBron in a state. What was he doing? He's getting interviewed by somebody. He said, trust the process. All right. So does that mean he's going to Philly? Does he want a team? Like, I thought he left on such sour grapes with Pat Riley and company over in Miami and Spo. I thought it would be pretty surprising if he went back to Miami. But the idea of playing with Giannis Antetokounmpo, with Andrew Wiggins, with Bam Bam Adebayo. I don't know. If he goes to Miami, Rabona said if he's heading to Miami, not going to lie, that's the team to come out of the East. Okay, so do people really think that? Do people really think that? Because I don't. I don't think they'd be the team to come out of the East. I just don't. Maddie's saying, how much money will Giannis's family members on Kalshi bet on based on Braun's decision? Yeah, probably a lot. I don't think that makes them that good. Dude, who is their point guard? And people are going to say point forward LeBron. Okay. But that means is Davion Mitchell? Davion Mitchell's running the one? Or is it Pele Larson? I don't think so, man. I think they would win. I don't know. I think they'd win like close to 50 games. But I guess like you get to a playoff series. We saw what LeBron did to the Houston Rockets, which I honestly thought was more of an indictment on Houston than it was a celebration of the washed king. And I mean, like defensively, you have LeBron on a team that has Giannis and Bam behind. I think that's pretty good. But I think a lot of things would have to go right for Miami to make a run like that. No, I think a lot of things would have to go right. You need Giannis to play a bunch of games. Hasn't done that in a while. Hasn't been healthy in the postseason in a while. You'd need Bam to be great. And then you need someone to shoot 3-point shots. Norman Powell's gone. Kasparis Giaconis is gone. Like, I just don't think it makes sense. I think we need Stan's opinion. There we go. We do need to hear from Stan. I think Cleveland makes, the most sense just because, it makes the most sense. Like, he's not going to Philly's kind of weird, even though I do think that would be kind of fun to watch. I think going to Philly is a kind of a weird landing spot at this point in his career. I saw a lot of people saying, like, if he goes and does that, that's like Kevin Durant. I think that Kevin Durant going to Golden State comparison to LeBron and wherever he's going to go now is dumb, right? Like Kevin Durant was an MVP candidate, arguably the best player in the world, and then went to the team that knocked him out of the playoffs. And I'm not even a KD hater for that, but to compare that to what LeBron is doing at age 41, I don't necessarily think is the same thing. I think going back to Cleveland as like, one more time or two more times, however many years it's going to be, that to me makes a little bit more sense. Clearly, Cleveland thinks they have a real shot on it, right? Because I don't think so, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think my Max Strus is signed yet. I can't remember. Like, I don't think they've come to an agreement on the Strus is loose. They have not come to the final agreement on #Harden, James Harden, right? So it seems like Cleveland is the team to they make sense to me. Consigliere says Cleveland makes zero sense for a team building perspective. Harden, LeBron, and Mitchell feels like just good teams running downhill without any resistance. I mean, it does create a big defensive problem for them. I mean, they do still have Mobley and Allen behind them. And you say that, but how is that different than Maxey, VJ, and Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown? You know what I mean? Like, how is that different? I think the Cleveland scenario is very similar to the Philly. Like, you'd still have nobody playing defense outside of VJ Edgecombe. I'm sorry. Maxey's not the defender. So I don't think so. Oh, he's a $16 million expiring. Okay, thank you. Should Miami just get LeBron, Bronny, Giannis, then Assis, and Alex? That's a good starting five. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, if you want to keep it in the family, I like that. I think LeBron going to any team are flawed. Well, you're right. And I mean, dude, like he's 41. He should be the fifth piece. Do you guys think the Golden State, I was listening to Bill Simmons and Chris Ryan talk a little bit about this today. Bill, I would like to watch Steph Curry and LeBron James play basketball together. I do think that would be fun. Ignore the team and look at the LeBron with the Wolves. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense too. In the same way that it makes sense for Cleveland, like Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, put LeBron in there next to McDaniels and Rudy. Like that is fun. That is fun. The funniest move, says Weisberg, would be moving to Philly with Draymond. Bringing Draymond with him would be hilarious. I still think Denver makes a ton of sense, and I think Minnesota makes a ton of sense, but it does not seem like that's going to happen. I think if I had to rank them, like those are my two favorite fits, but if I had to rank it, I would say like Cleveland in pole position, and then I would say Miami, and then Golden State, and then Philly. I don't know how serious Philly is. I think LeBron is just like, I don't think LeBron would really say trust the process if he was going to Philly. That to me is a total LeBron, like, look at me. I'm plugged in. I'm plugged in. Maxey, Brown, Wade, Braun, and Embiid. So now you're starting Dean Wade over VJ Edgecombe. I don't think that's happened, Consigliere. I don't think that's happened, bro. Sorry, man. Go back to your wall in Clipperdom, in Clipperland. All right, bro. Do you think you would go to Milwaukee? Really good question from Snoopaloop, and that leads us to our first mental health break. Thank you so much for that, Snoopaloop. Thank you so much, Snoop. Let's do a mental health check. We can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you, you know? I think it changes you. All right, let's you want to look at a little bit of this trade that went down yesterday? Actually, we should have done this. This is the video we have to do. You know, the video's not relevant anymore. One last time. All right, I'm not going to lie. Normally, you're like, oh, that's too loud. That's too loud. That shit was really loud. That was really loud. Let's pull up this trade that happened, right? Doherty Reporty is on his way to A-Town Down. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Also, Weisberg, you said we haven't even talked about it yet. Yeah, we have. We did last week, baby. We did last week. Remember, I made the whole jokes about the work doing it, the work submitting an investigation because you get paid too much. The Oklahoma City Thunder send Lou Dort to the A-Town Down in a 3-team deal that sends 3 second-round picks to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The number 1 pick, Zachary Risache, to the Dallas Mavericks, and Ryan Nemb, not soft, but hard, to Atlanta. Man, my first thought is Atlanta's going to be able to throw out some spicy ass lineups. Some spicy lineups. Rabono, we're going to do it in like 10 minutes. They're going to be able to throw some spicy lineups out there, man. That's not right. So like, you're a guard, and you're going to Atlanta, and you're so used to cooking Trae Young and company, CJ McCollum, right? And Atlanta in crunch time is like, hey, CJ McCollum, you're going to stay on the bench right now, and we're going to run out Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Lou Dort together. Can you imagine that? Like, who's scoring on those three? In this world, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the worst defender of the three, right? And then you have Jalen Johnson and Big O.O. and Onyeka Okongwu behind him. I do think, as DJP pointed out in Discord, Onyeka Okongwu, I think is a solid defender, but is a little undersized. So if you're going against those big true centers, that could be a problem. But, man, they are going to be able to defend at a very high level, when they want. Even if Dort's coming off the bench, it just gives them a little bit more roster versatility. And, man, Atlanta's going to be no joke this year. I like that they're going all in. They were like, we don't believe in anybody in the East. What we did that second half of the year, you might have thought was smoke and mirrors and scheduling and stuff, but they were the only team to really steal some W's from the Bing Bong Boys, right? Karama's saying, I think Presti isn't scared of the second apron. It's about lowering the luxury tax. Either way, it sucks. That the Thunder felt like they had to do this because they can't afford to keep the guys that have been there forever. It just goes to show the insane depth that the Oklahoma City Thunder have, right? Where there's just like, okay, they got rid of Dort, Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe, and everything is fine. I think this was a nod to Cason Wallace, who he had some interesting comments right at the end of the season after they got eliminated, where he was like, I liked having the ball in my hand. And it's like, brother, you're on a team with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. but now they still have like that SGA. Does AJ Mitchell start next to him now? But you have SGA, you have JW, you have AJ Mitchell, Cason Wallace, you have obviously Chet Holmgren, you have the other Jalen Williams. Like, what are they, Isaiah Hartenstein? What are they getting from some of these young guys, right? Like Sorber, who missed the entire year last year from injury, Nikola Topic, one testicle Topic. Like, does he start getting involved a little bit more? So, I mean, it's kind of a bummer that OKC had to do this, but I don't think this actually, I don't think this, I don't think this like lowers any sort of ceiling. It's just like the luxury tax thing is a bummer. Like, I hate that we're making decisions because of this, but I get it. I think like when he had not opted in. Did he get extended first before he was traded? I can't remember. But anyways, interesting move here from the Thunder. And then I mean, I like almost under discussed at this point is the Dallas Mavericks basically just got a free first round pick. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts that Zachary Reese-Sachet. And like I credit Atlanta because I think a lot of front offices, a lot of ownership teams would have sat on this a little bit longer. You know, they would have just been like, hey, well, it's a first round pick, man. We can't take this L this early, you know, like what happens? What happens if he blossoms? Like also like, do just people get fired because you whiffed on the first round pick? You know, like that's a pretty tough situation to be in. And for them to just kind of punt on it is pretty telling on what they thought about Reese-Sachet. I was listening to Simmons again talking about how he still has his Reese-Sachet stock and he just thought it was the right, not the right spot for him. I don't really know. I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Reese-Sachet that's gotten me excited. There wasn't really an opportunity for him to develop because Atlanta was kind of in one of those weird spots of like, we're trying to compete right now. We don't have the time to develop. But I don't know. I mean, it's a good free swing on a first round pick, you know, and he'll definitely have some opportunities in Dallas. I don't think Dallas is gonna be any good there. All right, Weisberg saying a bunch of stuff in the chat about Golden State stuff. Okay. Matic Auto said title was clickbaity. Good speculation. Thank you. Rabona, Mike, do you think the Hawks have enough to get to the finals? Well, I saw Underdog had the they tweeted out like what their projected lineups would be. Right. Where is this? So the Hawks depth chart right now looks like Dyson Daniels, Flemings, and Nembhard. McCollum, Wiggins, Healed. Man, I forgot Buddy. I forgot Buddy was there. And then is that Javon Carter? I don't know which Carter that is. Nah, Dort, Kispert, Jalen Johnson, Pride, Mogay, Ace and Newell. And then you got it's Magic, Onyeka Okongwu, Londell, and Visar. I don't think they have enough out of their 5 position. I think they're going to need a little bit more from the big man. And Onyeka, again, big Onyeka Okongwu fan. Don't know if it's enough. Don't know if it's enough to come out of the East. And because again, I think a lot of these teams improved in the Eastern Conference, right? We still, on paper, Philadelphia looks great. I don't know what they're going to get out of Embiid. I don't know how the fit is going to be spacing-wise. I don't know if they get LeBron. Cleveland is still going to win a ton of games. Detroit is in this weird spot now where Jalen Duren hasn't really figured out where he's going. And how long is this going to drag on? I think part of it is sharp. Like, I like that Detroit is saying, hey, we're not going to pay our guys a ton of money and then hamstring us moving forward. Like, let's nickel and dime this guy if we can. But is it past the point of no return? I mean, I don't know. Weisberg said Atlanta now has enough tracks to bring back a real star. If things go left in Philly for JB, I could see Atlanta try to bring him home. Or Joel Embiid. Like, they could go get a big boy. They could go get a big boy if it doesn't. Because I imagine if it doesn't go well for Jaylen Brown, I can't imagine that means it's going well for Embiid, and I bet they'd like to get off that contract. But yeah, I think they're gonna need some help from the 5 in order to make a run. But the East is tough, man. I don't know what to make of this Eastern Conference. If we pull up the standings, also congrats to the Golden State Warriors. I believe they won Summer League, right? Also, what's going on with Yaxel and Draymond Green? Why is Draymond starting shit already? What is he doing? Anthony Davis to the Hawks, maybe. I think that's pretty fun too. As long as Anthony Davis is down. Like, that's the other thing. Are they going to extend Anthony? Like, do you want to pay him? I think somebody needs to have an honest conversation about how much Anthony Davis is worth right now. And if he can get to reality, I think he could really help a team, but I don't know if he's going to do that. All right, let me switch the share screen here. Yeah, this is a great take. Draymond is a fool. Draymond is a fool. Yeah, I know it's Michigan versus Michigan State, but like it's so annoying, man. It's so like who cares, bro? All right, you look at this Eastern Conference, and we were talking about does Atlanta have enough? This is why it's difficult, man. Look at this: Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, Cavs. Let's assume the trade goes down with Kawhi Leonard, Raptors. Then you have the 76ers. And I honestly think now is probably a time to buy low here for the Orlando Magic. Because, I mean, dude, we were all ready to give Orlando 50 plus wins, right? They get a coach that they're really excited about. They have Paolo healthy. They have Franz healthy. Right now, Jalen Suggs is healthy. Maybe Anthony Black makes a leap. I don't know. Consigliere says it feels like the CBA and the aprons have ruined good teams, but made a lot of teams better at moving pieces and becoming contenders quick. Is this working even though we hate it? I mean, it depends. If it's working, if you like parody, if you like parody and hate fandom, it's working. CJ needs to retire. Wait, why does CJ need to retire? They needed CJ in the playoffs, Murillo. They needed him. What are you talking about? He was the only guy that could get a shot there in the fourth. All right, let's go. But anyways, yeah, I think Orlando, Charlotte, Miami, we haven't even talked about. Okay, so that's 10 teams. And the Pacers. That's 11 good teams. Ready? The Pacers, and the Wizards are going to be a little bit better, but the Pacers, the Heat, the Hornets, the Magic, the 76ers, Hawks, Raptors, Cavs, Knicks, Celtics, and Pistons. That's 11 teams. Where are you ranking this Atlanta Hawks team? Out of those 11, how many are you taking before you even get there? Because and I'll give you guys a second while I talk through it to give me your number in the chat. But I think Detroit has more regular season wins than Atlanta. I think Boston has more regular season wins than Atlanta. I think the Knicks do. I think the Raptors do. Again, assuming the Kawhi trade happens, the Raptors do. I think the 76ers do. I think the Cavs do. That might be it. They're in the play-in. That's what's so crazy about the Eastern Conference. Shut out the 89 Cavs and Steve Genti, right? We always say Church League, right? That's Church League ball. The Church League, no more. I'm not saying the East is better than the West. I'm not saying East Side. But it's far more competitive than it once was. Charlotte was also the hottest team for a while last season. Yeah, but then they traded. Charlotte made a lot of trades, right? They had the best five, and they traded 40% of that starting five that was so dominant. That's also like kind of an underreported thing, I feel like now that some time has passed after the LaMelo trade. And like, listen, I know they went for a culture shift there by getting rid of Miles, that piece of shit Bridges, and LaMelo Ball. But man, are we leaving out the possibility that Danhausen curses all NBA teams and that the Knicks roll to the title? I mean, dude, the Knicks should be the favorite to come out of the East. I do think, like, if we get a rematch, though, I think I would take San Antonio in year 2. Do you see Charlotte at 11? This is you know what's going to dictate the East this year is injuries, man. You have one of your stars miss 2 weeks. Like, that's the thing with the Celtics, where I know everybody, right? So everybody did the sky is falling routine when Jaylen Brown got traded, myself included. All right. And then after that, everybody also came to the consensus, well, you know, the Celtics are still going to win a lot of games, too, because they get Jason Tatum back in the Jaylen Brown role, but you also add Paul George, and people aren't considering the fact that Hugo Gonzalez played for both his country and the Summer League team, and he's going to step up. Baylor Shireman's got a weird-ass mullet, and he's going to hoop. If you look at Peyton Pritchard's isolation numbers, if we put him in the one-on-one and the pick and roll a little bit more, I actually think there's a real ceiling for Peyton Pritchard to turn in Jalen Brunson. You've got that. You've got, but like all it takes is Tatum to miss a month. Paul George to take the wrong steroid again and to miss 2 weeks. Oh, well, he'd probably miss a year, I think, if he gets suspended for that policy again. I don't know what it's like if you're a second-time offender. But you have all that stuff, right? All of a sudden, if that happens, the Celtics are now winning 35 games. If the Knicks actually are built to sustain that. The Pistons show that they're built to sustain it. But like I really think that if to pick a team to come out of the East right now, I would just take the Knicks. Like they are. I feel like people are immediately writing them off already. So I would take the Bing Bong Boys. I think the 76ers have a pathway to a ceiling. And honestly, man, I kind of think the Raptors are fun as hell. And if you think Colin Murray Boyles can jump, can make a leap, and you put him, Kawhi, and Scotty Barnes out there defensively, I think they will be able to match up against almost anybody, specifically in the Eastern Conference, right? Because I think their Achilles heel could be Jakob Pertl power, right? And if their center is Jakob Pertl, that could be nightmare fuel. So, and then they try to go small with CMB, that might be tricky. But who's the big you're scared of? It's not Jalen Duren, who put up Nikola Vucevic numbers in the postseason. It's not Nemias Queta. It's Karl Anthony Towns, who you can get physical with. Nobody's scared of Allen and Mobley. Nobody's scared of Onyeka Okongwu. Joel Embiid, will he be healthy? The Magic have Wendell Carter Jr. The Hornets don't have a center. The Miami Heat, and I guess the Miami Heat with Giannis and Bam. I really think Toronto would have upside to make a jump there. So that could be really fun. All right. I was hoping we were going to get some LeBron news. We should. I feel like we are going to get it during the stream. I believe. This is what we're going to do, though. I think we should jump in. You guys want to jump in an underdog draft? We can talk about it a little bit more. Let me catch up on the chat here. Basically, 10 East teams could pull the 1 seed and not shock me. Yeah. It was hilarious seeing Cat chokeslam a few WWE wrestlers said, hey, what's going on with Tom Brady and Logan Paul? This is annoying. Well, I just wish Tom Brady went away, man. If you don't get Joker or Wemby, what's your preferred way to build? Late bigs? All right, let's talk about that. No, I don't think you can go late bigs, man. I think you need, I don't want to not have a big when I get to Derek Queen and Alex Sarr. Are we betting on Tom Brady? Yeah, no, I'm not touching that. Regulator said Boston will finish first in the East. Tatum will get all the touches JB got last season. Maybe they'll probably win 55 games. They get knocked out in the second round. Yeah, let's do a double dribble. Let's switch screen. I'm also going to get Brady definitely has a deal with WWE. It's just annoying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's can you rank the East on a tier maker? Actually, yeah, can we do that before we jump in? Let's do that before we jump in. Hold on. Let me do a tier maker. I haven't done one of those in a while. Let's do a tier maker. I agree to the cookies. Do I have to make it? Let's see. NBA Eastern Conference. Let's do it. Oh, and then I have to upload images, right? I don't want to do that. Let's just do a single use one here. Oh, I got to do images, man. No, I don't have time. We'll do this at our next one. We'll do it. We'll do it with our next one. I'll get all the images ready to go. Wait, is there a template already created? Okay, hold on. If there's one already created, let's see. Let's keep NBA Eastern Conference. Is this good content? Do you guys like this? NBA Eastern Conference teams. Okay, all right. There's one created. My bad. All right, let's do some tiers. We'll do some tiers, and then we're gonna jump in a draft. If LeBron is headed to Miami, where does his ADP end up? I don't know, man. Good question. I don't know. Okay, so let's get loud. All right, the S tier is the Bing Bong Boys. I think they're in a category by themselves, honestly. Let's first of all, Nets are down here, Brooklyn's down there. I'll put the Bulls in the C division just because I think they'll be kind of fun. I'll put the Wizards in the C division as well over here. Is there anybody else that we need to make sure? This doesn't feel like all of the teams. Am I wilding? Is that all of it? It must be. I thought there'd be another bad team. All right, I'm going to put the Knicks by themselves. I'm going to put the Celtics here. I'm going to put Charlotte in the B division. I'm going to put Atlanta in the B division. I'm going to put Milwaukee. That's what Milwaukee's ass. I'm going to put Orlando in the B division. I'm going to put the 76ers up here. I'm going to put the Raptors up here again, assuming this is Kawhi. I'm going to put the Pacers up here, the Pistons up here, the Cavs up here, and then Miami right here. There you go. How about that for some tiers? Take that for tier data. All right. So we got the Knicks all alone. S tier, Bing Bong Boy. S tier for the Bing Bong Boy. A division, Beantown Boys, 76ers, Rap City. Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons, Detroit basketball is what I meant to say. Cavs, next tier, B tier, Hornets, Hawks, Magic, and Heat, Bulls and Wizards, and then Nets and the Cucks. Yeah, you can make a case for Orlando being a C. I think Orlando's going to be good, though. I think Orlando's going to be kind of good. I know Hallie didn't play, but come on, man. They finished dead last. Screw them. No. What are you talking about? Halliburton, Zubats, Siakam, Nembhard, Neesmith, Walker. This team's going to be good. Team's going to be good. All right, let's switch the screen here. We're gonna jump in a double dribble. We're gonna double dribble, even though it says dog bowl. We're gonna double dribble. Let's do this. And then let's get in there. I'm not gonna be using TST's tool today. Just in case you guys thought we were going to. I'm not going to be using that today, but we will use that again soon. Ooh, there's still some WNBA. I did 40 of those. Let's jump in one of these. Let's double dribble it up. Let's go. How many are we waiting for? Two more. Real quick. I thought I had some. Yeah, we're on the clock with two of these. All right. We're in a slow puppy. JSN, welcome to the team. Welcome to Mike Zacks. All right. This is a current double dribble I'm in. We started SGA Halliburton, then Mobley and J-Dub. Walker Kessler. That's an easy pick. Walker Kessler. Welcome. That's a fun team right there. All right. Let's go back over here. You can see how many drafts I'm in. That's embarrassing. Unfilled. All right, this is a fast one. Okay, so we're waiting for two more. We're waiting for one more. All right, I'm going to get my beer. I told you guys I was going to get one. We'll do a video. I'll play a video, and then I'm probably not going to be back in time because I also might pee. Let's play a video. Let's do Dear Roham.
Say I'm trying, but all of the packs I'm buying are full of trash, so no thanks. Oh look, another 60K. Drew Eubanks is stupid, and I don't want to say you owe me, but my username's Top Shot Tony. So if you find it in your heart somewhere, deliver me a legend.
Absolute banger. All right, draft is starting here. He says, way to make the humility overlay, hiding that account balance of those Sweet World Pup winnings. Dude, I mean, it was so sick. I'm like, I can't believe we did it. I can't believe we won 15K yesterday. That was so incredible. I did take like 13 of it off. Also, a little behind the curtain. John Boy Beats, John Jackson, he had 7 teams in the final. I had 6. And we did a 10% swap. Like the old poker days. We did a 10% swap. So, but only if we had a top 5 finish. So he got 1,500 of that. Anyone know the LBJ TSD? I don't know. I saw people were excited about Top Shot the other day on the internet. So maybe stuff's good. All right, let's see what we got. So AZ, let's do who do we have in this draft? I see Ecox here, myself, Borland. We get the Borland in the 7 hole. Let's go AB. Weisberg in the 11. Maddie at the 12. Let me know if anybody else is in there. Yeah, that was my idea, and I was glad it was I'm glad it was me that won, obviously, but John really did help kind of formulate some of this data so that I could understand what the hell was going on in football. But I did get excited. I'm going to pick a Premier League team. I also, like, for those that are in So Rare, they just like turned over for MLS stuff, and you bet your ass we're going to be ripping some packs in a little bit, so get excited. Okay, so we got a Jokic, Wemby, Lucas start. I think Giannis should be 3, but I think that's fine. Oh, actually, I don't even know if I feel that way. I don't know. Giannis goes 4. We got Ecox on the block. I'm going to take Tatum 6 here, even though I know, Tatum goes 5. Cox. You suck, Cox. All right, we'll take SGA. SGA at 6 is just fine. All right, Borland, your move, AB. I'm not, yeah, but I'm not supporting the Fenway Sports Group, though. That's the problem, Common Man. I understand you're probably like, oh, but the Red Sox. No, I'm not giving John Henry any of my cash. I do think, like there's a bar near me that is a Tottenham bar, and I know that Tottenham almost got relegated this year, but I think they're spending some money now. Can't believe some guy had Mbappe, Dembele, and Messi. I know, dude. So I had a Messi, Mbappe, and Holland team, which was pretty fun. But yeah, the Dembele one fallen. I'm glad that one didn't get there. Like Spain winning was huge. Double first names. Yeah, I might go Tottenham. Is there anyone, or maybe do I pick another league? I saw somebody said Bundesliga. Bundesliga's on. Who was the one that bought Bundesliga? I saw somebody put that in the chat. Was it you, Matty Harrison? Who said it? Somebody said it. I can't find it now. Arsenal just won, so I can't pick Arsenal. Oh, there it is. Bundesliga will be broadcast on USA. The Bundesliga. I remember when I first bought FIFA, I was a Bundesliga team. My wife is from Spain, and she's still flying high. That's so. I got to tell you, man, I'm so soccer pilled after this. I always get excited for international footy. Like I've always been a big Euro guy when those come around. We actually watched the Euros together in a summer league, if I recall. Right? Didn't we get up early and watch? Was it Spain and who was it? Was it the semifinal? I can't remember. But I really get hyped for international, but I don't follow club as much as I used to. And I'm going to get back into it this year. I'm going to get back into it. I really want LeBron to tell us where he's going. How are you feeling about Flag going late first, early second? Yeah, I mean, there was definitely some sticker shock, but dude, he was going late third or early third, late second at the end of last season. So I think it makes sense, right? Hallie goes, JB goes. Let's look at what I have on the table. Again, we start with SGA. Ahmed Thompson, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell. I think we'll take Ahmed Thompson here. I think we'll take Ahmed Thompson, get little guard wing. Obviously, Ahmed probably has a little bit of a lower ceiling this year with Freddie Van Vliet coming back. But I don't know. Is there also a chance they trade like Reed Shepherd or somebody mid-year? You're in a bar full of Spanish people in Krakow? Hell yeah. I was in Spain when they won the Euros in 2012, and it was crazy. Yeah. I was in Wall Street, but it was still fun, dude. It was so much fun. And this is probably the most that I've watched. Like, I would say I watched like 80%. The only matches I didn't watch were like the 11 p.m. start times, like because it was always like Switzerland and Algeria or some shit. Any guys that are getting expanded roles to maybe grab some classics for SOAR or NBA? The guys that I think we can talk. That's a good question. The Dayron Sharps of the world, I think, are going to be fun. I think Dayron Sharp is going to be a real smash. That's somebody I've been really targeting in these streets. Borland's Joan Berenger, I think, is pretty fun. I think that's another one. Why is LeBron taking so long? Great question. Joan Berenger's a pretty fun one. I mean, like, dude, what do you think is going to happen with Detroit? I mean, Detroit got rid of Beef Stew. I mean, they did add John Collins, but we don't know how this Jalen Duren thing is going to play out, and they didn't get other five help. Like, I actually think like Paul Reed is very interesting. Wait, Mike, do you think LeBron announces it today? I did that. Yeah, I think there's like a real shot he announces it today. That's why that's not why I was planning on doing the show today regardless, but that was part of the reason I was into it. Also, if you're just joining us, do us a favor, like, subscribe, do all the hype the video if you're watching on mobile, all that shit. B-ball, that's what I'm saying, B-ball. Shannon, I think Terrence Shannon should be talked about a little bit more. Io, I don't really know. I think Io's still an awesome basketball player, but from a fantasy perspective, I don't really know. And then Karama said Ahmed Thompson is really good, probably one of the most underrated wings in the league. Yeah, everybody focuses way too much on his offensive liability or inabilities. But he's not going to shoot three-pointers, okay? He's not going to be good at three-point shots. We all know that at this point. But I do think he was asked to do way more than he was supposed to do, right? Like, that's because Fred VanVleet got hurt and no one trusts Reed Shepherd in the state of Texas. Is LeBron still in New York? I don't know. A lot of people, I didn't go to any Fanatics Fest. It's not for me, I don't think. That's not for me. Okay, Denny here at 27. Bam Bam. Let's see what are some options as Cox is on the clock. I kind of want to be taking Josh Giddey over Devin Booker. Is that crazy? Maybe that is crazy. Giddey missed a ton of time. I guess he gets hurt. I really like Josh Giddey. And I'm going to do it. I've been getting a lot of Devin Booker. And I do like Booker. I do, but I want some different builds. But I think the guards dry up a little bit quicker than they have in years past. So trying to get more of them. Weisberg says all of Cleveland media are at a golf tournament today, and Joe Varden apparently told Braun's media team to wait a day per his appearance on the Ultimate Cleveland show. He said it half jokingly. LOL. Randall is a cap of 20. Yeah, Randall on the Brooklyn Nets. Michael Porter Jr. is probably a situation we have to pay more attention to as well. Like, is MPJ going to get moved? And did I just say it so we could do a Porter drop? You goddamn right. If I can find it. Man, it's been so long since we've done these drops. Where the Porters? Boo! There it is.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
Do you think Tyler Hero hurts Ryan Rollins? No, not so much. I don't. I mean, yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to see the crazy output from Ryan Rollins we saw this year, like when Giannis and Kevin Porter Jr., the aforementioned Porter Jr., would miss time. I don't think we're going to see that. But I think they still believe in Rollins, and I think he's going to be out there a ton, especially next to Tyler Hero, because Hero can't defend. Okay, was hoping Chet was going to fall there. Some options here: Connie, Knips, regular season Randall, Trey Murphy, LeBron James. I'm going to take Connie. I'm going to take Connie James. I'm going to take Knipple there. I like this start so far. SGA, Giddey, Knips, and Thompson. Nothing too crazy. Let's see what Borland's gone Ant-Man, Hallie, Mobes, and Chetty Bang Bang. You got Cox with a Tatum, AD, Brunson start. That's pretty fun. Let's see. We got Matty Harrison, Scotty Barnes, Goon Squad, Duran, and Brandon Miller. And then Weissy went Towns, Maxey, Siakam, J-Dub. I've been thinking a little bit more about J-Dub, and I'm a little freaked out by the fact that he tore his hamstring like 47 times this past year. But this might be too cheap. This might be too cheap. We might, I could see J-Dub's ADP rising. We'll have to see once the ETR ranks come out. We'll have to see once the ranks come out, but here we go. I seen Top Shot Hot Shot said, "Damn, congrats, Mike," on Twitter. Thanks, man. All right. So we see regular season Randall going at 45. Yeah, I don't know what to make of the Brooklyn Nets, man. I don't know what to make of the Nets. Like, they shouldn't tank. I think the only Brooklyn Net I really feel comfortable drafting is Yegor Damon. I do think Yegor is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Boston base in the house. Let's go, Boston base. Let's go, BB. I do like Knipple, though. I am excited. I think the Charlotte guys are a little mispriced right now. I think Brandon Miller could end up being like a top 20 might be aggressive, but like, would it be crazy if Brandon Miller outscored LaMelo Ball this year? Like, okay, so Miller went where? Okay, so he went 37. I think Miller might outscore Siakam. Definitely could outscore Kawhi. Could outscore, not Mobley. All right, maybe he's going where he's supposed to go. I don't know. Either way, I like it. Zubats, man, his ADP's been jumping. He's at pick 50. Kessler goes 44. I've talked myself more into Kessler. I'm going to hopefully take one of Triple J or Donovan Kling-Kong right here. What did Klingon? I kind of think Klingon is the better pick of these two. I would prefer to like take Trey Murphy and figure out these bigs, but dude, the bigs just fall off, man. After Triple J, right? It's Klingon, then it's Queen, Sar, Ware, Rudy. It's just tough. I feel like I got to take a big, although I might take Trey Murphy. I like that Cam Boozer's ADP is coming back down to earth here, which Coxer just takes him. I kind of want to take Trey Murphy now. I'm going to take Jaren Jackson Jr. I got to be bullish on the Jazz. I've been hyping them up all offseason. Got to be bullish on them. We're going to take Triple J. Con averaged 23 without Melo last season. Only 9-game sample size, though. Yeah. Ooh, Borland, what's your drink of choice, man? Help us, guide us, and we'll help you. Yeah, the Nets are finishing last. Stan, we were talking about you earlier. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. We're talking about the Miami Heat and LeBron James. All right, Caleb Wilson goes 56. Shout out Winky Christ. Saw Winky at Summer League. I don't know if we talked about that. Good to see Winky. He's very happy about his guy, Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson did look awesome. There we go. We started with I met Nick yesterday. We started with the merch right away, dude. We put it on right away because we started with the World Cup dub. Vodka, but okay, dude, you ready for a little vodka drink? So vodka, some soda water, and there's this Stonewall blueberry mix thing. You just put a little bit in. It's delicious. You can also do it with lemonade. It is refreshing AF. Very good. Very good. What do you think about Wilson's price at the start of the season? I think it's going to continue to go up. I hope so, bro. Okay, let's see. Are we on the Borland's about to be on the clock here? He got Trey Murphy. So this is an interesting spot here. I am going to take a guard along with SGA and Giddey. And VJ's I kind of want to take Keontae over Dylan Harper, but I think that's my Keontae bias, and I think I'm going to take Dylan Harper here. Dylan Harper in his rookie season totaled up to 1,600 fantasy points, but his minutes were nuked early on, and I don't think they're going to be able to do that again this year. I think he's going to be playing like a little bit more of a Peyton Pritchard type role. I can't drink for at least 2 weeks yesterday. Yeah, this will be the only beer that I'm having today. This is a stream beer. But yeah, there was a lot of light beers yesterday. We took the ferry home too, by the way, which honestly, my favorite thing about New York, 275 ferry. Take that shit. Oh, I think it's 275. Maybe it's a little bit more than that. All the way back from Wall Street to Astoria. A beautiful summer night here in New York City along the East River. It was gorgeous. What do we got? Ricky Beers in the chat. Let's go. Richard says Braun going to the Dubs, methinks. Yeah, I could see it, man. I really don't have a good read. I feel like normally I have a good feel for this stuff. I don't. And yeah, I'm with you. Caleb Wilson does look like an absolute dog right now. Nick, where did you end up finishing up in the contest? Did you cash, or did that really fall? I can't remember. I didn't see you at the end of the night. I needed to leave like once that game was over. The match, excuse me. All right. So I think we're okay with guards here. So we got SGA, Giddey, Harper, Amen, Khan, and Triple J. I'd be fine with Matas or OG here. Or even, I guess if I was going to take a card, we get our guy Fast PP. Get a little Fast PP. Mother AZ Knight takes Pritchard right away. Oh, there you go. Nice. We like the money. I still can't believe we were so close. That Torres shoulder, man. If the shoulder doesn't go offside, that's 30K. Adam Hurley, let's go. I wrote a new metal song. Are you ready to hear it? Okay, here we go. It was a fucking mouse up in the fucking house. Wait a second. I have to root for LeBron's team now. What, Adam? What are we doing here? What happened? Did I miss a reference up in here? This is not Adam. I love it. I love this energy you're bringing. Let's see. We're about to be on the clock. We said, where do you see Pritchard's usage now with JB out? He usually cooked last year with no JB, but of course Tatum back. Yeah, man. Listen, I think people are making too much up of the Peyton Pritchard. God damn it. Cox took Khalil Ware. Purposefully didn't queue up Khalil Ware so that I could get him here. And, Cox, you suck. I'm going to take Onyeka Okongwu. I want another big here with Triple J because you know he's going to miss some time. I don't think Peyton Pritchard's role is going to grow too much more than what we've already seen. I mean, even think about last year, right? Like, and I know they don't play the same exact position and they're different basketball players, but like I think we all, myself included, expected one Peyton Pritchard to start, but for his numbers to go through the roof. And then he started and they didn't. And then they moved him to the bench and he went back to being like pretty electric off the bench. Like, I think Peyton Pritchard's ADP makes sense where he's going. I think he's still going to be a very good basketball player. I think he's got like an outside shot to make an all-star team, probably just because of what's going to be asked. And if he does make a leap, that's fun. But I'm a little like the people that are, ripping Dunkin' Donuts and Viagra together, that are rock hard about Peyton Pritchard being Boston, like the white Boston Jalen Brunson. I don't see that. And I know, like, again, I made that joke earlier that you could like his one-on-one usage number, all that shit. Like, I don't know. I'll be curious to see if he starts. Like, if he doesn't start, is it like Derek White, Baylor Shireman, Paul George, Tatum, and Kada, and then he plays, and then Pritchard comes off the bench along with Mitch, Rob, and Ugo? Like, that's in the Hauser. That's like their main 8 or 9. Or does he start? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But I think the usage bump is being a little bit overblown. All right, so we have a 3-2-2 build. Cox, I don't know if you're still in the chat, dude. I really purposely did not queue up Khalil Ware. I thought he was going to get there. I know Miles Turner's still there, so like Khalil Ware's probably not playing like 30 minutes, but at least he got away from Eric Spoelstra, man. Dude, I love that Ryan. Well, listen, I'm not rooting for people to lose their job, but I'm done with the Ryan Clark experience. See you later. All right. We probably need to grab some more Wangs and some guards here. Borland's on the clock. Let's see what Big Borland does. Gets his boy Jaden McDaniels. It's a brother party. Dude, you know what's better than brothers? Twins. Amen and Asar Thompson. Let's go. Also, Detroit basketball? Yeah, sure.
Detroit basketball!
Hell yeah. Amen and Asar Thompson. Let's go. No, it's okay. Who do you see profiting the most from Tatum coming back and JB leaving? Jason Tatum. I mean, Tatum, like, he's probably not going to win MVP, but Tatum's going to have an insane number. I think Tatum's going to have a really good year. I think Derek White will go back to doing what Derek White does best. I think Paul George, man, as long as he doesn't put the shot in the arm that he's not allowed to use, like that stuff, or take the wrong pill. I think if you think Paul George plays like 60 games, man, no, not 60, like 75 games, 70 games, like that's, I think Paul George should get really, like, he's literally going to be asked to shoot 3-pointers, take over 1 quarter every like 2 weeks, and play defense. So I think Paul George he's going to get a lot of good looks. And then, like, listen, I think you could do worse in the last round than Ugo Gonzalez. Like, I think most likely your 16th round pick is not going to matter much, but I like taking shots on upside guys like that. And if you think Ugo has an out, like, I do think there's a world that by December, especially if they're keeping Peyton Pritchard off the bench, that he usurps Baylor Shireman in the starting role and that he actually starts at the 2. And it's all going to come down to if he can make open threes. Because if Ugo starts making open threes, all of a sudden he's playing like 27 minutes a game, and he's just going to be a stock god. Like, he's going to find lots of different ways to contribute. And so I think that's like a really big upside. Like, I'd much rather click his name than somebody like Baylor Shireman. And Ricky, I know, bro. I know, man. I know Paul George isn't playing 75 games. I hate it. All right. I hate it. All right. Dayron Sharp. Nice pick by Matty Cooper over there. So right now we're at a 3-3-2 build. We've got some guards that we like coming up. We got some Wangs that we like coming up. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not even going to talk through any picks because E. Cox he's out there. He's out there hunting, bro. Jaime Jaquez Jr. goes at pick 100. Rumor LeBron spotted at the Philly airport. This is a great pick by God. I'm never drafting with the E. Cox again. Okay. I wanted Coward there. All right. We got 17 seconds on the clock. CMB. Satellite in my eyes. Colin Murray Boyles, welcome aboard, baby. So Colin Murray Boyles, welcome to the club. I got a lot of vibes for my wangs. My wangs are vibing. My wangs are vibing. I was either taking Coward, dude. But my summer league stock going up arrow was Caleb Wilson and Cedric Coward. Those are the two best guys that I saw play basketball. Coward is going to, if they just play Cedric Coward more than 24 minutes a night, he's going to go beast mode. He's going to go beast mode. Also, you know whose ADP's been going nuts? Mile Watch. It's up to 155 now. That Malawatch was also another summer league standout. Loved what I saw from Malawatch. Are you guys drafting football too? And would you like some football streams? I think if we do I think what I'm going to start doing. So, like, again, we're going to be doing this 2 to 3 times a week. And I think what I'm going to start doing is do we might do 1 hour. So, like, we're going to do one show, all basketball. And then the second or third show, I don't know if I'm doing 2 or 3, but let's say the second show is going to be an hour of basketball, an hour of football, and then maybe an hour of football. We might mess around with some So Rare, some MLS stuff, get ready for some Euro stuff. What do you think of Thornton? Tyquan Thornton? I'll let Davis Maddock answer that. All right, so we see the Zanger. People still drafting Kristaps Porzingis. Okay, Norman Powell off the board. Okay, we got CJ. We've got, I want to take a guard here. Fred VanVleet, I'll take here. I'll take Freddie Vance. Hey, where did Damian Lillard go in this draft? That's what I wanted to see. Who took Dame time? I'm assuming it's in. Let's see. I feel like I saw his name, but I can't find it. All right, it's 57. All right, so Damian Lillard's ADP is coming back up finally, huh? Because I want to see if sorry, guys, real quick. Oh, no, back. Let's go to the NBA. The NBA. Let's see. Early drafts. Man, Coward 133. Wait, I thought I had a Dame. Yeah, Dame. 61. I guess I was taking him pretty early. 72. Yeah, I thought Dame was pretty mispriced. Fuck, I lost our contest. I need to sort from like a small. There we go. Is this one? Yeah. Okay. I'd love to be able to sort from like slow to fast draft. Zach LaVine. All right, finally, Cox made a bad pick. Zach LaVine. 2 question. What is Kyrie ADPs? How many Mavs are draftable? So I mean, let's see. Kyrie, if we look at Dallas. So Flag is pick 10. Kyrie's pick 54. I think PJ, Najee, and Merez Johnson, Santi Aldama, Derek Lively. Now Zachary Rissache, I'll take shots on. All of those guys are drafted. I'll shout out Weisberg. He was saying he's going to take some shots on Sergio De Gea in the last round a couple of times. He's good enough that they didn't play him in his last summer league game. So that's good. Shout out Nemi. I only want an NFL stream if you get a sponsorship to use someone. Well, dude, we have the solver, bro. We have the solver. I just haven't. They don't have it for NBA best ball, and we're not doing daily. So I'll have some solver action. Let's see. Yeah, slow hell. Yeah, I like that Sergio call, Weisberg. I was looking into that a little bit more. I think that's fun. That is what you want to do in the last round, right? Just take some moonshots. Don't do what I did last year, which was draft Chris Boucher. Pajemski. Where did Podgod go? 121. Yeah, Yegor Demon was going to be my next pick. 122. Good pick by Matt Cooper there. Good pick by Coop. The Coop. So we're at a 4-4-2 build with my 2 bigs being Onyeka and Triple J. We are going to need to get another big here soon. I would take either of these guys, but we might have to do it this next pick. I don't know if I want to push it that much further. Some other picks here. Anthony Black. I think that ADP is going to slowly come back to closer to 130 would be my guess. Yaxel Lenderberg is fun. Do you guys think Sabonis gets traded this year? Yeah, I'm sure he was. Both. No, what's the other Brooklyn? Oh, Mikal Brown. Are you talking about Mikal Brown? Does Jimmy Butler go up if Braun decides not to go to the Warriors? I don't think so, man. Dude, the Jimmy Butler health stuff is kind of concerning. They're like saying, hey, man, he's not running yet and shit like that, right? Like, what was the last update? Hopes to resume running this summer. Like, I want him running. Yeah, there goes Mikal Brown. I thought you were talking about what's the other guy's name? Ben Saraf. It was bad. Pod God is the sharpest money that the cabal has ever burned. We keep being wrong and we keep going back. Yeah. I mean, he's a lot cheaper now than he was then. Oh God. I guess we're just gonna take Mark Williams here. What a vibeless pick. But yeah, man, if Sabonis gets traded, I mean Maxime Arredu is a really good pick. It's a really good pick. Yeah, Yegor's been good. Ben Saraf is dog do though. All right, let's switch this back up here. There goes Malawach. Malawach 128. Pick 128. Oh my God, 128. Let's do a mental health check. Let's do this one. But I'm just not gonna do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. Wait, so Consigliere said is this saying pick 60 to 120 still never going to amount to anything in the double dribble? That's not what you're saying, right? You must be saying something else. We need a Malawach drop. We do. Yeah, dude, we talked about AJ Mitchell. We talked about AJ Mitchell this last stream with TST and how that was maybe the most underpriced guy on the board. I think Cason Wallace is too. Okay, Borland back on the clock. He sugged it up with Jalen Suggs. We're at a 4-4-3 right now. I'm going to take Dylan Brooks here. I think Dylan Brooks is a better pick than Toumani Camara, TBH. I know it's ahead of ADP, but I'm fine with that. Toumani's upside. Oh, no, I got you. My bad. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? What's everybody having for dinner tonight? My stomach just rumbled. I'm getting hungry. I have some chicken marinating that we're throwing on the grill. Some corn on the cob. That guy's legit freak. Yeah. Wait, which guy? You talking about Malawach? Malawach was awesome in Summer League, man. That was like the Coward and Caleb Wilson, that game between Boozer was good too. That game between Memphis and Chicago, that first half was really fun. But man, Malawach, woo! Again, he's still he needs to put on a little meat on the bones, I think. And again, he's behind Mark Williams. And I don't know what they're going to do with Oso Ighodaro, but I don't know. Come on, LeBron. Let's have LeBron pick his team right now. Wait, hold on. Andrew Marchand reported, our story is being updated. Clark was on NFL Live today, but was told during the program that he was being let go. Did not finish the program. ESPN was expected to inform him tomorrow morning when it is anticipated the network inform more employees of the layoffs. That's crazy. Dude, he got fired mid-show? Dude, that's wild. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. Yeah, we're gonna rip some So Rare packs after this draft. You guys darn right. Because I'm an MLS bro now. This is the welcome to the Footbit. The Footbit sounds like something Rex Ryan would like. But we'll rip some. I'll do some gold packs. We'll check in on my baseball lineups. I'll rip 2 bronze packs. No, we'll rip 5 bronze packs, 2 gold packs. and then we'll look at baseball lineups after this draft is over. I think the next show we're going to do is probably on Thursday, unless we get some news. If we get some news, then we'll do it. Honestly, dude, so I'm normally pro everyone else getting paid, but if Pat McAfee wants to take Ryan Clark's money, I'm fine with that. We talking Foot Clan. Shout out Jar Jar Me, thanks. What's your guys' take on the MLB on Silver? Haven't played it. I don't know. It hasn't been as fun for me this year. I mean, listen, I won 2K like the first slate, so I'm not mad about it. But all right, we're back on the clock. 453 needs some guards. I like Gillespie, I think, the most out of this range, or Vassell. Yeah. Let's just go Vassell. Oh my God. I think my dog just farted so bad. Wow. Wow. Woo! It smells like the Trojan horse in the Odyssey. The bottom of that. Also, I saw that on Saturday. So good. So good. Everybody go see it. It was so good. Dude, I would love to be able to do that, man. I would love for my body to be able to do that stuff. No one else is in the house. Like I would have. Also, the smell doesn't come through the microphone. Like I wouldn't have said anything. Oh, the groomed just got drafted. What does my dog and Kyle Filipowski have in common? They've been groomed. God, that's a banger. That underrated joke there. Pretty good stuff.
I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. It's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop.
There we go. Dog farting during an underdog. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Santi Aldama. Yeah, Santi goes. I think Colin Gillespie's pretty good value there. Also, what do you guys make of Bobby Portis? How do we feel about the Bobby Lobby in Miami? Like, what does that role look like? Is he in the Khalil Ware role? Does he get a little bit more run than Khalil Ware? Borland on the clock, griming it up. Quentin Grimes. All right, we're going to take Case and Wallace. We're going to take Wallace right now. Wallace! We're going to take Wallace. So we're now to 653. Zakarian has SGA, Amen Thompson, Josh Giddey, Connie Knippel, Triple J, Dylan Hapa, Onyeka Okongwu, the Thompson twin, Colin Murray Boyles, Freddie Vans, Mark Williams, Dylan Brooks, Devin Vassell, Case, and Wallace. So we are going to take another big. We're for sure going to take another big. And I think with our guards, we're probably going to take another wing. Like SGA, Giddey, Harper, like this feels like a good guard room. So I think we're going to go wing and big here down the stretch. Wing and big. When you say you wonder how healthy he is, are you talking about Santi Aldama or are you talking about Bobby Portis? Which bro are we talking about here? Which bro are we talking about here? Let's see how Borland's doing. So Ant, Hallie, Mobes, Chet, Trey. I like this team, Borland. VJ. I don't like Mobley and Allen together, but that's fine. McDaniels is fun. Ace Bailey, Storm and Norman. Yusuf Nurkic. Jalen Suggs, Sharp, Tyreeson. You know, maybe Yusuf Nurkic. Maybe we have to have a conversation. Oh, dude, let's go. New me. Dude, I saw that you're bringing EPL, bro. Let's go. Numi, I was not able to say goodbye to your colleague who hosted the event yesterday. Katie, legend. Katie was a legend, and just pass along that she did a great job hosting the event. She was like, that's not normally what I do, but she crushed. It was a lot of fun. So please pass along my thanks. Mainly because I got this hat and shirt now. Okay, Weisberg's only, dude, we're double dribbles. Dude, wait till you see, look at this slow. You want to see the slow draft hell or heaven or whatever that I'm in right now? Look at this. Look at that. That's out of control. All right, let's go back to the draft. All right, where are we? So we said a wing and a big to wrap this up. Okay, so I have real thoughts on Denver. You know, if they re-sign Watson, they're a deep second April team. I think I think Cam Johnson's gone too. Because they've made that clear, right? That they are they've made it clear that they want Peyton Watson. And I don't think, unless the Clippers get frisky, I think they want to do whatever they can to keep Peyton Watson. So it does feel like Cam Johnson. He got. All right. So we're 2 picks away. What did I say? Wang and a big. Let's see the wings. We like Cam Johnson, Rui. I do think Rui and the Clippers. Maybe I'll take that for Consigliere. Ronnie Holland, but I'll let Matty Harrison get him. Dominating. B-ball Paul. Ease Missy. Mitch Schraub. Hans Steinbach. That's kind of fun. The Derek Lively thing sucks, man. I wish he was going to be a little bit healthier. I'm going to take Paul Reed now. Get my 4th big. Again, I typically don't like to get 4 bigs, but when Triple J and Yeka, Mark Williams, that's your room. These 3 like equal 2 bigs, right? Because between the missed games between the 3 of them, like Mark Williams not playing back-to-back, Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to miss some time. It's going to be good. That's too bad for Johnson. I rate him up. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just a financial thing. I'm hoping. I don't think bad teams are going to be trying to take on Cam Johnson. So I think Cam Johnson will still go to a spot that makes sense. You're going to throw out there the Celtics have a 27. Yeah, they'd have to include Hauser. I mean, dude, sign me up. He doesn't really make sense with what they're trying to do, but I would love it. Yeah, Jeb trying to get to 99%. His portfolio is just going to be Cam Johnson and Yang Hassan. Also, guys, I love this hat, by the way. It's a little tight, so it's going to leave marks on my forehead, I think. That's adjustable. This is a great hat. All right, so we're going to get a wing with this last pick. I'm going to come off the board for a second. I like Ron Holland. I like Hans Steinbach, if they're still there. Hans Steinbach's a pretty fun one. He goes, who took him? King Looney, Jarris Walker, Aaron Neesmith. I would take Neesmith over Walker, actually. Mm-hmm. I might go Marvin Bagley, bro. I mean, Noah Senge is going to play a lot, but man, he looked bad in Summer League. All right, let's get Marvin Bagley. 6'6", the boring build of them all. 6'6". Let's recap some of these teams. So Matty Harrison did Scotty Barnes, Goon Squad, Jalen Duren, Detroit basketball, Brandon Miller, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, A-Cuff, Jalen Green, Johnny Collins, Nemi Q, Reed Shep, Nembhard, PJ, Bobby, Rui, Danis. All right, Weisberg got Hugo in the last round. Saw that. So you get Townsend Maxey, Spicy P, J-Dub, Darren P, D White, PG, M Bridges, the non-piece of shit one, Peyton Watson at 107, Io and AJ's a nice little turn there for you. Maxime Renou, Santi Aldama, Colin Gillespie, Cam Johnson, Ugo. All right, Borland, Ant-Man, Hallie, Mobes, Chetty Bang Bang, Trey Murphy, VJ, J.A., Jaden McDaniels, Ace Bailey, Storm and Norman, Yusuf Nurkic, Sug It Up, Sharp, Tari, Bitch Rob, and Bilal. Cox over here, JT, AD, Brunson, Kessler, Booze. Queen Ware, dude, this is fun. Walker, Queen Ware, you better not have drafted another big. This is a fun 3. Kobe White, Cedric Howard, Zach LaVine, Yaxel, Morez Johnson, Bo Burry, Sexton, Ament Monk. That's fun. And then last but not least, my squad goals, SGA, Amen Thompson, Josh Giddey, Connie Knips, Triple J, Harper, Anyeka, Asar, CMB, Freddie Vans, Mark Dubb, D. Brooks, Vassell, Wallace, Reed, and the Bags. The Bagman. Hell yeah. That's fun. Mark Walters under investigation. Is that real? Did that just happen? Where do you see that? They're too close to ESPN. Is that why ESPN's not reporting it? Let me see. Mark Walter. Lakers, Dodgers, and Sparks owners Mark Walters insurance companies in parts of Guggenheim, in which he has a stake, are being investigated by the federal government. The billionaire Dodgers owner Walter's sprawling investment empire is facing scrutiny from U.S. prosecutors who have been investigating potential financial improprieties at two of his insurance companies and at Guggenheim Partners, according to people with knowledge. Last year, federal prosecutors in Manhattan began examining Guggenheim's $362 billion money management arm. Said some of the people who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss confidential matters. Prosecutors may have more recently shown interest in his Delaware life insurance company and Clear Spring Life and Annuity Company. Insurers received grand jury subpoenas and febs. Okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I need all of you bitches that were Team Ballmer. You have to bring that same energy for Mark Walter, okay? And I'm looking at you, Consigliere. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Pablo Torre just got his wings. Let's you guys want to F around with the So Rare stuff just for a second? Let's mess around with the So Rare stuff here for a moment. So I told you guys, right, that you guys saw, I think. We'll start on the soccer streets, right? So they flipped over to little MLS. I want to shout out our guy DJP in the chat who told me, like, I got a bunch of essence right now because I was able to scrap some of my cards that did not have a ton of value during the World Cup, but now they have a ton of value because we're in MLS season, like the Spanish backup keeper, Raya. Anyways, they're doing some MLS shit. It's the same stuff. We're still doing the set stuff. We're going to rip a couple packs here. Now, the difference here between this and what I was doing for the World Cup is I knew some of those World Cup people. I don't know a lot of these MLS bros, if I'm being honest. Don't know a lot of these MLS bros outside of Messi. All right, here we go. Let's rip it and grip it. Yu Tsukanami. Let's go. What team does he play for? I don't know. We got Reggie Cannon. We got Andre Blake. We got Kenji Cabrera. And then we got Ethan Kohler. Let's go. Big Ethan fan. In this house, we're Ethan Kohler fans, okay? I will show you. We got a couple of good cards so far. We got, let's see the good ones here. Let's see the good ones. Okay, there's Carlos Gil. We got a Chroma, Carlos Gil. I don't know who he is. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me. But over here, you're going to see, where is it? I got a Lewandowski. I got our friend Lewandowski and, Robert Lewandowski right there. Antoine Griezmann, Sergio Reguilon. We got Lionel Messi. Let's go. Listen, I'm telling you, stock's up in the MLS, bro. The MLS, the stock is up. All right, let's do another one of these bad boys. Let's do another one of the bronze. All right, I don't know Bryce. I don't know Kobe. Jared Stroud, sure. Seymour Butts. And then we got Alexei Mironchik. I said that name, and you know what it made me think of? My wife and I have started, I'd never seen, outside of the first 5 episodes, the television series The Americans. And we are now through we're halfway through season 3 of The Americans. Couple of thoughts here. Kerry Russell's so hot. Just as an actress, just everything is hot. Matthew Reese. The reason we started watching it, by the way, is because of Widow's Bay, which slapped. Matthew Reese, also hot. So we started watching The Americans. Show's incredible. I'm still doing MLB Wounded Geese, but I'm just kind of clicking buttons. I'll go check the MLB lineups here in a second. And then maybe we check in on some of my MLB best ball spots. We haven't looked at that yet. All right, so that was we're going to do 2 gold packs now. Gold packs a little bit sexier. Here. Here we go. Ready? Bang, bang, bang. Gold. Andres Herrera. I already got this one. We got Sam Surridge. We got Andres Cubas. We got Brian Schweike. There we go. It's that 4-star Schweike. He's goalkeeper. Oh, and then Jack McGlynn. Another 4-star Jack McGlynn. All right, that one's not as sexy. But we'll do another one. Okay, Jay Blaze, you an MLS, bro? Yeah, it is a great couple show. All right, let's go. You're going to have to tell me who the MLS teams are. Are my New England Revolution still ballers? All right, here we go. Rafael Cabral. Manu Dua. I already got that one. Ashley Westwood, already got that one. Hugo Loris. French, Hugo Loris. Then we got Dennis Buanga. Here we go. Actually, let's just do one more. This is too fun. One more. All right, Mohamed Farsi. We got Emilio Ashtizabal. Jonathan Sirios. Why so serious? Peter Musa. We got like 3 Musas, so we're scrubbing. Antoine Griezmann again. Antoine Griezmann. We got 2 Grees. 2 Greasies. And then listen, we get a reward if we do 2 more bronze packs. So let's just do it till we get the reward. As a huge Spurs fan, I think you just found your MLS team. Okay, Buanga's good. All right, here we go. Zach Steffen, Alvaro Augusto, Cheeky Sabale. We got Brooklyn Reigns. Sounds like a Yankee second baseman. Owen Wolf. Okay. All right, one more, and then we get the reward pack. And then we still are just hoping LeBron's going to tell us where he's going. Ryan Saylor, Brandon Vasquez, Augustin Buzat, Sergey Solans, and then Lasse Berghansen. Okay, that's fun. So if we go over to play, right? Okay, we don't get any more of these. I'm just like curious. So games pick up on Tuesday, huh? Games pick up on Tuesday. We got Chris Brady, Matt Turner over here. If the Revolution are good, bro, are the Revolution good? Do I have any Revolution defenders? None. No good defenders. Who are my good midfielders? These are on Tuesday. Trying to do a full lineup on Tuesday. RK, here we go. Karim Artrugolo. This is all above my pay grade, bro. This is all above my pay grade. Do you think Messi like sits out for a little bit? I imagine he doesn't play like his first match is back, right? Does he take some time off? Oh, I forgot to do that. I still have to do one more pack. We get who? Oh, let's go. Look at the deposit button in the chat. Love that. All right, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to claim my pack. Let me go back over to that, and then we'll check out in the MLB. I did 10 lineups for MLB. Claim it. There we go. Cristiano Olivero, Tristan Blackman, Facundo Torres, Ronald Doncar. There we go. At least they were all new guys, right? All new guys. We're getting closer to some more stuff. So yeah, I had a decent MLB week last week. MLB, we did okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We did okay this past week. We stacked some Red Sox. The Red Sox who are now good again. I don't know what's going on. But if we look at last week, so we had this team here finish 468th, right? But Bobby Witt Jr. is really tough, man. This team finished 495. Bobby Witt getting -1 while Wilyer Abreu's dropping 79. And then this team won $10. Scooby-Doo, Chapman, Baldwin, Guerrero, Springer, Okamoto, and Matt Olson, which kind of sucked. But yeah, this week we ran out our 3 main ones. We got Chris Sale with Cade Smith, Vladdy Daddy, Bobby Witt. Hopefully Corbin plays. Perdomo and Tatis. I forgot I had him in both lineups. This has Misrowski, Mason Miller, Baldwin, Olson, Tatis, Marte, and Carroll. And then this one, Misrowski again, Jansen, Bobby Witt, Burleson, Walker, Merrill, and Machads. So there we go. Yeah, I thought it was We the People. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen We the People in a minute. We the People, you grinding the MLB DFS? I haven't been doing too much MLB, honestly. I was just gonna check my my best ball here. So best ball advances soon, I think, right? So my solo shot, the $75 entry one, is currently advancing. This one's in second. We got Logan Webb, Cole Reagans, McKenzie, Michael Kang. Jose Soriano's been balling, Brandon Woodruff, and Chris Bassett. But I think this was like Harper and Schwarber. Yeah, Harper and Schwarber leading the way. Everybody else kind of chipping in as they go. But I don't think we've done very good. So this team only did one of those. That's advancing. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 advancing with like 3 in third. Not looking too good. Maybe we do a WNBA. Let's do a WNBA draft before we get out of here. Let's jump in one of these. We played Paige Beckers out this morning. So played Paige out. Yeah, baseball's hard, man. Baseball is just hard. Baseball is hard. I'm a World Cup guy now. I'm a World Cup bro now. Yeah, so we'll do this WNBA draft and then we'll get on out of here. But yeah, make sure we'll be back probably on Thursday unless LeBron decides where he's going. But otherwise, we'll be back on Thursday and we'll get some guests in. We'll have a good day. We'll have a good day. We'll have a good time. But I hope you guys are enjoying the late afternoon show too. We're mixing up the times and when we're doing it. All right, picking in the 5. Oh, Awen in the chat. Hate to see that. Or in the draft, I mean. You hate to see that. Hate to see that. All right, here we go. From the 5 hole too, brutal. W Pick'em. All right, so this is the. You have a theory. You think he's going to the Mavs? Dude, you've always been a tinfoil hat, bro. The Mavs, huh? LeBron to Dallas? No, I mean, I still think Cleveland's the leader in the clubhouse. Cleveland. I think it's Cleveland. I don't know. I think he should go to Denver, though. I think he should go to Denver. The W pick, I'll tell you what I ended up doing. I followed my bro, DKDFS. I followed him today. And I feel like it's okay for me to say this because this went out a little while ago. But he did as I'm on the clock here, he did the fantasy scores, but he was playing Page out, right? So it was Isabel Harrison over 24.5 fantasy score. Then it was Shakir Austin at 6. Interesting. And then it was Enrique over 26.5 fantasy score, Fudd over 29.5. Astier of the Liberty over 18, and then Sabrina over 30, all fantasy score. So ended up running that out. I ran that out. I wonder how much the line has moved, actually. I would love some good CLV. I ended up putting too much money on that one, honestly. All right, yeah, let's see how much the line has moved. So Enrique's 27.5. Wait, Fudd has come down? That's wild that Fudd came down. Didn't I say she was 29.5? How did hers come down? That's wild. Okay. All right, sure. Sure, man. Okay, so we started Natasha Howard alongside Mabry. Man, I did not get enough Asia Wilson today, which is going to be a problem. I think I would like to get Courtney Williams here. I've got a ton of Veronica Burton, but I think I would like to get her there. Let's see. Courtney's still on the board. Courtney's gone. All right, so Veronica Williams it is. I mean, that's fine. Pick 17 is fine for Veronica Burton. I don't have a ton of Kiki. That would be fun. I also don't have a ton of Sonia. Well, we got Kiki. Okay. So we'll take Kiki there. 2 picks left. I've been going to Odyssey Sims quite a bit late in the 6th round to take up the page usage. Yeah, Enrique at 27.5. Yeah, so I still like it, but I got Enrique at 20. I guess I got Enrique at 26.5. So the lines didn't move. I guess Pauline Astier's the only line that like really moved. What's Harrison now? Is Harrison still? What did I say? I got Harrison at 24.5. She's 20. Yeah. So honestly, it was kind of built in. It was kind of built in. Kind of built in, but that's okay. That's okay. We love a sweat. We love a sweat. Appreciate you guys hanging out today, though. This was fun. This was a good hang. Again, if the LeBron news breaks, we'll fire something up. We'll do some more underdog drafts a little bit later later this week. And then, yeah, hopefully that's it. Go check out the Celtics Daily, too, if you haven't done that. Those videos are still ripping, which has been pretty fun. All right, we're on the clock here with our 5th round pick. We've got Nia Coffey, Dorka. Let's get some Dorka because we don't have Miles on this team, right? Let's just go Dorka with Howard. I'm nervous the Toronto Aces game kind of blows out, too. Let's get Kayla Thornton in this one. I don't have a lot of Kayla. All right, that's going to do it. That's going to do it, boys and girls. Thank you guys for hanging out. How many NFL there we go. There, you want some NFL basketball drafts? I'll show you. So far, We've done 71. We've done 20 BBMs. We've done 4 pit bulls, 4 dachshunds, 5 hound dogs, 20 of the initial puppy, 9 fast puppies, 9 puppy 2. We got some slow pup. This is what's active right now, though, bro. Look at the active tab, bro. Look at the active tab. We're trying. We can actually make our double dribble pick right now. So this double dribble team, what do we've got? We got Luka, Garland, Paolo, Mobley, Embiid, Queen. This team is fun as hell, man. Paolo and Mobley, that's like a fun. I honestly might take Peyton Pritchard here. This is a fun team. That's a fun ass team. That's the winner. That's the winner. But yeah, we're doing a lot of best ball. Yeah, we're going after it. You missed it. You missed it, we the people, but I guess I'll close the show with how we opened it. We hit second place yesterday in the World Pup for 15K, baby, for 15K. Shout out Ferran Torres, Nico Williams, Arturo. Yeah, so that was huge. That was huge. So we're going to do football. I was mentioning this earlier. The plan here moving forward is we're going to do this offseason. We'll do a full NBA. We'll do a full NBA show once a week. And then the second show week will be a little bit of NBA, a little bit of football, a little bit of everything. So we're going to do a lot of drafting this offseason is the plan. We'll do some longer shows, some like hour and a half, 2.5 hour shows. But that's going to do it for us today. Enjoy the start to the week. Happy Monday. Good luck out there in the W streets or the MLB streets, wherever you're getting after it. We just did an episode of About the Touts with Michael O'Hara. If you want to check that out, go for that. Otherwise, we'll see you guys a little bit later in the week. Thanks for hanging. We out.